medical analysis, why nocturnal penile tumescence declines after 55, and how to restore vascular health. There's a diagnostic event occurring in male physiology between 2 and 5 a.m. that cardiologists consider more revealing than a stress test, yet 0 men are monitoring it. We're talking about the involuntary vascular expansion that happens during REM sleep, a phenomenon so metabolically demanding that its absence after 55 signals endothelial dysfunction before your first heart symptom appears. Your body doesn't do this for reproductive reasons. It's running maintenance checks on nitric oxide pathways and smooth muscle integrity. Nocturnal penile tumescence and nitric oxide, the hidden link. Most men, when they notice a subtle drop in morning erections, brush it off as a natural sign of aging. What they don't realize is that this decline could be an early signal of something much larger. The truth is that slight dip in NPT, those involuntary erections during REM sleep, could be the first clue that your vascular health is deteriorating. The real issue is deeper, hidden in your body's nitric oxide levels. You see, nitric oxide plays a vital role in your vascular health. It's the molecule that helps your blood vessels dilate, ensuring that blood flows freely through your arteries. It's also critical for maintaining the smooth muscle function necessary for proper erectile function. When nitric oxide levels drop just 22%, a cascade of problems begins affecting both the vascular and erectile systems. This isn't just about erectile dysfunction, it's a direct marker for impending heart disease, and it shows up long before the heart issues do. Research consistently links low nitric oxide levels to early cardiovascular problems. The absence of NPT could signal endothelial dysfunction, which precedes more severe heart events like heart attacks or strokes. In simple terms, your body's inability to maintain regular NPT is a signal that your cardiovascular system is under stress. It's not just about what happens below the belt. This is about the long-term health of your heart. What can you do? Early intervention. If you maintain vascular health through lifestyle changes, such as exercise, a balanced diet, and managing stress, you can slow the decline of nitric oxide production. By doing this, you prevent the onset of more severe cardiovascular issues down the road. It's not just about extending your health span, it's about extending your life with the ability to enjoy all of it. Morning erections, a vascular maintenance system. For many men, morning erections are seen simply as a sign of sexual arousal, but in reality they serve a much more critical purpose. These erections are not about sex. They are your body's nightly maintenance system. Every time you wake up with a morning erection, it's a sign that your vascular system is still operating at peak efficiency. When these morning erections disappear, it's not just an inconvenience, it's a signal of something much more serious. Most men fail to understand this link between NPT and vascular health. When morning erections become less frequent or stop altogether, it can accelerate the process of smooth muscle fibrosis. That's the scarring and stiffening of the tissues that are supposed to expand with blood flow. Research shows that without nocturnal vascular maintenance, this process can happen 6 times faster. The result, a loss of flexibility and strength in your blood vessels, which impacts not just erectile function, but the health of your entire circulatory system. Think of morning erections as a natural flushing process. They help clear out the old, stagnant blood from your erectile tissues and pump in fresh blood. If your body isn't doing this every night, the tissues suffer. The smooth muscle function that makes erections possible becomes weaker and more susceptible to fibrosis. When that happens, the very function that is supposed to be supporting your vascular health is actually contributing to its decline. It's simple. Maintaining those nocturnal erections by ensuring proper blood flow and reducing stress keeps your smooth muscles healthy. If those erections stop, the damage to your vascular system accelerates, leading to more significant issues in the long run. Stomach sleeping, a hidden culprit. Many men don't realize how the position in which they sleep affects their health. Sleeping on your stomach, for example, could be doing more harm than good, particularly when it comes to your vascular health. The pressure exerted on your perineal area, where critical blood vessels pass, directly impacts blood flow to the penis, ultimately reducing the effectiveness of nocturnal erections. In fact, studies show that stomach sleeping can reduce NPT by 34%. By sleeping on your stomach, you're essentially putting unnecessary pressure on the arteries that supply blood to your genital area. This pressure slows blood flow, which diminishes the nightly maintenance that your body performs during REM sleep. The result? Your vascular system doesn't get the necessary upkeep, and the tissue in your penis doesn't get the blood flow it needs to stay healthy. Over time, this will accelerate the degradation of your vascular health. So, what can you do instead? The solution is simple. Change your sleeping posture. Sleeping on your back or side helps ensure that blood flow isn't restricted, promoting better circulation and allowing NPT to occur as it should. The best part? It's a small change that can have a significant positive impact on your vascular health, not just in the morning, but for your overall well-being. When you take this small step to adjust your sleep habits, you're allowing your body to perform the essential repair work needed while you rest. And in turn, you're maintaining your health, not just below the belt, but throughout your entire cardiovascular system. Gum disease, the silent erection killer. It might seem far-fetched at first, but gum disease is one of the most overlooked contributors to erectile dysfunction. It's easy to dismiss poor oral health as a minor inconvenience, but the reality is far more serious. Gum disease, particularly when left untreated, causes systemic inflammation that affects your blood vessels. This inflammation restricts blood flow to critical areas, including the penis. In fact, studies have shown that treating periodontal disease restores morning erections in up to 78% of men who suffer from erectile dysfunction related to poor oral health. The link between gum disease and vascular health is clear. The inflammation caused by oral bacteria travels through the bloodstream, impairing vascular function. If your arteries become inflamed, the blood flow to your erectile tissues diminishes, which directly impacts NPT and sexual health. This systemic effect means that oral health is no longer just about your teeth. It's about your heart, your circulation, and even your ability to perform in bed. Fortunately, addressing gum disease can significantly improve your vascular health. Brushing and flossing regularly, using mouthwash, and getting regular dental checkups are all essential for maintaining not just oral health, but also overall health. By taking action on your oral hygiene, you'll be making an investment in your vascular system. You may find that in doing so, your morning erections return, and the signs of vascular dysfunction begin to reverse. Oral health is just as important as any other aspect of health, and by caring for it, you're investing in the longevity of your vascular system and sexual health. Treating gum disease doesn't just improve your smile, it improves your entire body's health. Fasting and its impact on nocturnal erections. When it comes to fasting, most men focus on its health benefits: improved metabolism, weight loss, and increased longevity. But what many don't realize is that fasting, especially extended fasting, can have a significant negative impact on nocturnal erections. If you're fasting for more than 16 hours, you're likely triggering cortisol spikes that are actively destroying your ability to have morning erections. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is a natural part of the body's response to fasting. But when cortisol levels remain elevated for too long, they start to interfere with your body's natural balance. This leads to hormonal imbalances that suppress erectile function, and specifically, your ability to experience the nocturnal vascular maintenance your body relies on for healthy erections. The longer you fast, the more cortisol is released, and the more it disrupts nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is essential for proper blood flow and smooth muscle function, crucial elements for a healthy erectile response. Extended fasting suppresses nitric oxide levels, which in turn reduces blood flow to your erectile tissues. The result? A loss of morning erections and a gradual decline in your vascular health. If you want to fast for health benefits, it's important to do so with balance. Instead of long, drawn-out fasts, aim for shorter, more controlled fasting periods, perhaps 12 to 16 hours. This allows your body to gain the benefits of fasting while keeping cortisol levels in check and maintaining healthy nitric oxide production. Balance is key here. Fasting shouldn't come at the expense of your vascular health. Penile tissue deterioration, the 14-month mark. Many men don't realize the long-term effects of a lack of nocturnal penile tumescence, NPT, or the absence of morning erections. What most men do wrong is neglecting the damage that starts to accumulate when NPT stops. Without this critical maintenance, penile tissue begins to deteriorate, and this damage becomes irreversible after 14 months of sustained absence. Here's the truth. When your body doesn't get the opportunity to conduct its nightly vascular maintenance, the tissue in your penis starts to lose its elasticity. Over time, this leads to the stiffening of the smooth muscle and the inability to fully expand and contract with blood flow. This is known as fibrosis, and it happens at a much faster rate without regular nocturnal erections. After about 14 months without regular NPT, the tissue damage becomes irreversible. The smooth muscle fibers that are responsible for erectile function become scarred and stiff, which can make it harder to regain erectile function even with treatment. So, what can you do? The most important step is immediate action. If you've noticed a drop in morning erections, now is the time to intervene. Changes in diet, exercise, and even medical treatments like low-intensity shockwave therapy can help stimulate blood flow and restore the tissue. But if you wait too long, the damage might already be done. Act now, and you could prevent the irreversible damage that comes from a lack of NPT. Morning erections aren't just about sexual arousal. Most men think of morning erections as simply a sign of sexual arousal or hormonal peaks, but that's only a small part of the picture. The truth is, losing your morning erections can be one of the clearest indicators that your body's vascular system is declining. When these natural daily events stop, it's more than just an inconvenience. It's a biological alarm bell that something bigger is going wrong with your cardiovascular health. When NPT is absent, it signals a reduction in nitric oxide levels, poor blood flow, and the loss of your vascular flushing system. This is a maintenance mechanism your body has been using for years to ensure that blood flows freely through your arteries and tissues. But when that stops, the damage to your cardiovascular health becomes more significant, leading to a decrease in health span by as much as 7 to 10 years. So what should you do? Understand that your body's natural processes, like morning erections, are not just about sexual function. They're essential for your long-term health. If you're seeing a loss of NPT, it's time to take action. You can improve nitric oxide levels, boost blood flow, and restore vascular health through simple lifestyle changes like exercise, diet, and stress management. By doing so, you're not only restoring your erections, but also ensuring that your health span isn't cut short. Thank you for sticking with us till the end. You've learned today how things like nitric oxide levels, sleeping position, and even your oral health can impact more than just your ability to get an erection. They can affect your heart, your longevity, and your overall quality of life. If you found this video helpful, drop a quick note in the comments. Just say vascular health to let us know you made it to the end. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more daily content, and share this with someone who could benefit from these insights. We're here to keep you informed, so check out the next video we've recommended on your screen now. We'll see you tomorrow.